At the height of a hot summer in 1991, two German mountain hikers traversing the high peaks of the Italian-Austrian Alps stumbled upon a discovery that would shake the very foundations of prehistoric archaeology. On a melting glacier cresting at over 10,000 feet above sea level, they spotted an outstretched arm protruding from the receding ice. At first, they believed a modern climber had fallen victim to the unforgiving mountain. Instead, they had uncovered Ötzi the Iceman, a remarkably preserved mummy dating back approximately 5,300 years to the Copper Age. Ötzi's frozen remains lay face down, his left arm tucked beneath his chin. What made this find extraordinary was not only his age, but the level of preservation. The glacier's chill had naturally mummified his body, tissue intact enough for modern scientists to study with unprecedented clarity. Yet the tale of Ötzi transcends a mere relic. It is a dense weave of biology, lifestyle, violence, and mystery. Once the hikers informed Austrian authorities, initial excavation missteps caused by inexperienced damaged parts of the mummy. A full 5-day operation led to his removal from the ice and transportation to the Institute of Forensic Medicine in Innsbruck, where archaeologist Konrad Spindler confirmed his identity. Radiocarbon dating placed Ötzi firmly in the late 4th millennium before present, anchoring him in an era of early metallurgy and evolving human societies. Ötzi measured roughly 1.6 meters in height, with a lean frame of 50 kilograms. He died in his 40s, a middle-aged man by Copper Age standards. His bones revealed signs of chronic arthritis in joints from hips to knees, indicating heavy physical labor throughout life. His lungs were coated in soot, evidence perhaps of time spent near open fires, and his teeth showed wear and cavity-stilling signs of early agricultural diets heavy in coarse grains and fermented cereals. Genetic investigations opened further windows into Ötzi's origins. His mitochondrial DNA revealed no close affinities with the modern inhabitants of the Alpine region. Instead, his closest relatives include populations from Sardinia and Corsica, hinting at migratory paths and migration networks extending across prehistoric Europe. He carried blood type O and, remarkably, had tattoos over 60, in total comprising parallel lines and crosses adorning his spine, legs, ankles, wrists, and ribcage. These tattoo patterns may have served therapeutic or ritual purposes, reflecting medical knowledge lost to time. Omnipresent mysteries surround Ötzi's final moment. Embedded within his shoulder blade was a stone A-tipped arrow, piercing an artery beneath the collarbone. The wound was severe, likely resulting in rapid blood loss. Forensic reconstruction suggests that he lingered for mere minutes, if that. He also suffered a deep head wound. There is strong indication that this was not an accident, but an act of deliberate violence, possibly an ambush by a rival clan or a desperate escape from danger. Ötzi's attire and gear tell their own story of survival. He wore a cloak fashioned from woven grass and animal skins, leggings, a belt, a loincloth, and a bearskin cap. His footwear derived from several animal hides, stitched together and stuffed with grass for insulationa, technological innovation suited for traversing ice-capped territories. Hidden in his pouch were tools, a flinto-bladed dagger, a copper axe head strapped to his belt, and sections of birch bark containers indicators of a resourceful traveler, or hunter-gatherer indeed. From that glacier site emerged not only bones, clothing, and weaponry, but a profound snapshot of Copper Age life. Scientists reconstructed his final path through pollen analysis, which implied he had walked through forested lower altitudes in spring. Chemical analysis of his stomach contents revealed a recent meal of wild grains and ibex meat cooked over fire, suggesting he was in transit, perhaps fleeing or hunting. Since Ötzi's discovery, his mummified form has been housed in the South Tyrol Museum of Archaeology in Bolzano, Italy. He resides in a carefully controlled cold chamber, maintained at 6.5 degrees Celsius, under strict humidity control to ensure permanent preservation. His body continues to yield fresh insight, even decades later, attesting to the power of interdisciplinary science in solving prehistoric riddles. Ötzi's importance cannot be overstated. He offers a rare living portrait of an individual from an era otherwise understood only through scattered artifacts and fragmentary remains. Ötzi is both familiar and enigmatica. Real flesh-and-blood human being who took metal axes to rock, hunted wild game in the mountains, endured hardship, and possibly met a violent end, and yet his identity remains obscure. We know not his name, his kinship, or exactly why he braved that icy pass. Even as technology continues to reveal new clues, genomic sequencing, pathology, isotopic diet, chemistry, the heart of the mystery remains. Why was he in that remote place? Who shot him, and why? Was he a shepherd, a messenger, a traitor? We may never know. Ötzi reminds us how fragile life is, even when preserved in ice. He stands at the intersection of archaeology and human empathy, a bridge reaching across millennia, saying, "This was me, this was us." For scholars, hikers, and curious souls alike, Ötzi crystallizes what happens when chance the glacier's slow melt meets human perseverance. What had once been lost remains, paradoxically, among the best preserved chronicles of our ancient past.